Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's Sylvain here. Welcome again to another video. On today's video, we're gonna talk about Bitcoin Cash and what it looks like, the upcoming fork coming up this month. So we're in November already. So 15th of November, discussion about the fork is still happening, and I don't think it's gonna get resolved in time. So we're looking at the fork. So let's go and look right into it. All right, just before we get going, I just want to mention, and this video is not intended to pick an actual side, but really just to demonstrate a few key things that's happening in the ecosystem at the moment. And then obviously go learn, verify the information for yourself, obviously. And then, that way you're going to feel more confident about taking the proper decision and to determine what's best for the actual project. All right, so what's really happening on the 15th of November? So not a fork. So what's at stake essentially? So the first is Bitcoin ABC, which plans to redistribute 8% of the mining rewards to developers through an infrastructure funding plan. So you've probably heard IFP. And then the second is BCHN, so Bitcoin Cash Node, which opposes the plan and intends to give all rewards to miners. So that's the main key thing to remember on this one. Let's have a look at what ABC is saying about the IFP. So they're stating that it's a project that aims to direct a percentage of Bitcoin Cash block rewards from all BCH blocks produced for a term of 6 months to invest in BCH software and commons, including the development of the Bitcoin Cash ABC BCH full node software. Which has produced almost all BCH blocks ever. So this was taken from their Medium article, IFP questions and answers on 24th of April 2020. So I suggest you go read that one. So essentially, yeah. So they're trying to put that plan forward. I think that what they're mentioning is the need that. A bit more funding, a bit more seriousness in the project to be able to really scale and tackle other big projects out there. And yeah, that's essentially what they're saying from their part. On the other side now, Bitcoin Cash Node, BCHN backs the development of the 33-2D assert. I'm not too sure what that means, but anyway, that was in their on their website. Difficulty algorithm of Marc Ludenberg and Jonathan Tuman for the November. So that's so they really oppose the other side. Obviously, they don't want the tax. They really want more of the volunteer kind of basis funding and such. And then you can check that one in the FAQ section of bitcoincashnode.org site. What we're looking at now for the actual support. So it seems to be a lot more support towards the Bitcoin Cash node, as you're seeing in here. That's looking at the actual blocks. All right, so we're seeing 70.9% for BCHN and then 0.7 for ABC, so you can see clear difference. And then other that have not signaled at this point. Another way to look at it as well will be on this graph. As you see, so BCHN 709 out of 1,000, and then ABC 7 out of 1,000. So again, you can clearly see that they're dominating in that blocks aspect, and they clearly get the support from for the most part in the community in general there. So prices, you're probably wondering what kind of impact this fork could have on the actual prices. We've seen it before with BSV, obviously. So there was a fork there, and obviously it impacted the prices at first, and then even at some point BSV came almost on par with BCH. So certainly things that can happen that way. An interesting thing that Coinex did. So Coinex.com, I'll put that in the link. below in the description. So they're actually doing doing perpetual, so they have future prices on there. So what they did, so they have the price of BCHA for the ABC and BCHN for the Bitcoin Cash node. As we're seeing at the moment now, we're seeing BCHA, so Bitcoin Cash ABC at so 0.06 versus the BCH. That would place them at 16. $82 USD, and then the Bitcoin Cash node would be priced at 248.66. Price are fluctuating, so depending on when you're watching this video, obviously this might be different. And what we're seeing at the moment for the Bitcoin Cash actual price is 267. So you can see there's an impact there. BCHN would be a little bit less than what it would be including, ABC in there. So we're seeing $16 versus 248 at the moment, so which is lower than what the actual price is at the moment. But it's good, interesting to see, and then I encourage people to go check that one until the end, and past even the fork itself. All right, so let's have a look at what the community is saying about this upcoming fork. So obviously, Roger Ver is quite clear in his opinion towards the Bitcoin ABC. Stick a fork in it, and you're done. So he's clearly supporting the BCHN, so Bitcoin Cash node side, obviously, and taking the side on there. If we see quite a contrary for Vin Armani, I can probably follow him on Twitter. Seems to disagree about this here, and probably seems to be more of a ABC supporter in that sense. Really interesting stuff. I suggest you go have a look for yourself. I'll put that in the link below. Interesting conversation again. Marc De Mesel has been quite the supporter of Bitcoin Cash throughout the years, donating a lot of money towards key projects here, and he's kind of going after George Donnelly in this one. George started initially with Bitcoin ABC. And then, when the IFP was implemented, then he decided to leave Bitcoin ABC. But he's kind of going after him again, even though, kind of pointing that part that he was with them before, helped them bring the IFP forward anyway. But then he's obviously not saying that it's not true. So go read that stuff for yourself on Twitter, Bitcoin Cash. Another platform that's great for getting news on Bitcoin Cash is read.cash. One person I'm showing here is Hayden Otto, CEO of Bitcoin BCH. So really strong supporter of Bitcoin Cash. He's in Australia, and this seems to be taking more of an ABC side. Seems to suggest that we need a bit more funding to really get serious into the adoption of Bitcoin Cash. So go read his article. I'll put all those links below there. So go check it out for yourself. And then here's a article by George Donnelly. So now he's working key projects in Latin America, BCH Latam. I think he's working on building key projects when it comes to adoption and so on. So he's doing quite a. Obviously, not everyone agrees with him, but he's certainly doing some hard work there. So really, go check all those people on Twitter, and then you can make. And decide for yourself there. And also another key thing, go on our BTC another page there that you'll be able to get a little bit more conversation about it. RBTC's got a lot of information about Bitcoin Cash, and recently there was one with the different comments, as I mentioned, about Reddit, and I think there was one here yesterday. Was it about Naomi? Yeah, she made a comment about Bitcoin. Naomi Brockwell about Bitcoin, and then Dan Held was saying stuff about Bitcoin. Anyway, so a lot of interesting stuff, and there most of those creators also covering this subject. So go check it out if you're seeking more. To know a bit more information about both of these, Bitcoin ABC, BCH node, go check their social medias. So Bitcoin Cash node, you can go on their Twitter. Bitcoin Cash node, Telegram as well. They have a Telegram. They have a Slack account as well. And then you can also, I think they just have one video on YouTube, but certainly I'm assuming a lot more videos will come as well. If you're looking for Bitcoin ABC, they're obviously on Twitter, Facebook. They have a Bitcoin ABC.org, and also Medium, which I shared the article earlier about them, and then Bitcoin ABC on YouTube as well. They have videos and such. So I really recommend you go into and really check them out. So hopefully you know a bit more about what's at stake at this point, and where to go to find a bit more information about Bitcoin Cash node, Bitcoin ABC. What I recommend is really for you to go and find information for yourself. Really, there's a lot of, I think, from my perspective, a lot of good things are said from either side. So really, I stress the importance of, go watch a video about Bitcoin ABC, go read and watch what BCHN are saying, and then really you're going to be able to make a better decision on what you think is best for the future. So hopefully you liked this video. Again, make sure you comment below if I was not accurate on some information. Again, the goal here was not to pick a side, but really to get to talk about it. And obviously, questions remain, as we've seen with Bitcoin SV before. Will this fork allow BSV to become number 2? If I'm talking Bitcoin there, to regain, go past Bitcoin Cash. We don't know, right? So I think Bitcoin Cash has a promising future when it comes to payment. They have golden opportunity to shine, really, with what's coming down with the COVID and all that. So really, that's their time to shine, and it's kind of unfortunate that this is happening at the same time. But so really, we'll see what comes down to it. So hopefully you like this video. Make sure you share, comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff, and then we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.